Hello, Nikki, and whoever else is watching this right now. I just wanted to share a little bit about what the good Lord's doing here at Our Lady of Good Counsel Catholic Church in Plymouth, Michigan, good old USA. I'm Father John Riccardo. I'm the pastor here at the parish, together with two other exceptional priests and a host of volunteers who are really the ones who've made Alpha possible. I think you've heard some of the rumors about how big this has become here at Good Counsel. We have 10 sessions running of Alpha 7 days a week, Sunday through Saturday. We have 1,000 people plus involved, including our volunteers. I don't even want to tell you what we're spending every week in food. Let's say it's about 10 times what we budgeted. Let's just put it that way. First of all, I'd just like to say thanks for the work that you do, which has really had a tremendous effect in our parish. I've been here now, this is my 7th year. We spent a lot of time over the last couple of years speaking very explicitly, deliberately, intentionally about discipleship, trying to lay a groundwork for what it means to be an intentional disciple of Jesus as opposed to a casual disciple of Jesus. I think maybe 4 years ago or so, I was made aware of Alpha through our good friend Steve Mitchell. Steve brought it to me, and at the time I was impressed with it, but didn't think that it had a place for us quite frankly. Two main reasons. One, you're not Catholic, and two, I just tend not to like canned programs. So over the last couple of years in particular, some things have happened here in the parish where we had some experiences with either those who were coming to Christ through the process of conversion for adults or on retreats with our teens. And these two experiences that we had with these two different groups were so profound. I mean, they really met Jesus. So they come into this tremendous encounter with the Lord. And as a result of that, they really grew in friendships with each other. So the horizontal relationship, the vertical relationship was almost happened instantly in a weekend with these people. So I came back from these experiences, and my basic thought was, how do we take the whole parish on retreat, which for us would be rather difficult. We're about 3,300 families, about 9,700 members, at least on the books, which doesn't really mean anything except on the books. So as I was thinking about this, I happened to be in a conversation with a woman who works for the Archdiocese of Detroit, and just kind of out of the blue, quite frankly, she said, as she heard me talking about this, you should really consider Alpha again. And I thought, oh, I don't want to consider Alpha again. It's for all the same reasons that I had before. It wasn't Catholic, and it was a canned program. And I like to create the things that we do. But something really resonated with me. It just stuck. So this was probably back in April last year. We had just come out of a parish mission. So we ordered all your DVDs. And we sat down, we set aside a day just to watch them all. So I'm going to be really honest with you. I expected good, but superficial. Watched the first one with our DRE, Mary Delpup, and Mary is really the one behind Alpha here. I mean, it was my idea to do it. Mary's the one who's really made it possible to happen. I told her when we started this, it's going to be so easy for you. Just think we're going to cancel everything and just do this. So we watched the first talk, and we all looked at each other and went, wow, that was really good. That was a lot deeper than I thought. Put the second DVD in. I'm taking notes. Put the third DVD in. We got to the 5th one. We all looked at each other and said, I don't know about you. I don't need to see the rest. I think this is great. I think we should do it. So we started immediately thinking, how are we going to do this? So if we're going to do this, and our desire was really to lead as many people in the parish as we could into an encounter with Jesus and into deeper friendships with each other, we made the decision that we would cancel everything else that we do in the parish. And we're a parish that, on average, in any given year, has about 3,000 events. Now, that ranges from Boy Scouts to Bible studies, but that's a lot of events. So we decided, cancel everything. Everything goes. The only thing that's going to happen are our commission meetings, our parish council, our choir, teaching for those who are going to come into the church. Everything else canceled so that we can maximize our facilities and our resources, personnel-wise, to just do this. So we made that decision, cleaned the whole calendar. Spent a fair number of time, or a spare amount of time, working with our communications team, looking at your material, putting kind of like our own twist on it so that we could help our folks here understand what was coming. We made the one video that I think you saw of Father Steve, Father Clement, and I kind of walking around talking about planting seeds in concrete. We did an awful lot to promote and to talk about what was coming. We trained all of our hosts and helpers. We have 200 hosts and helpers. We had somebody in charge of all of our food preparation, so we've negotiated with about 9 different restaurants in our local community to bring food to us, so we're feeding 1,000 people 10 meals a week. So we formed everybody, and then we just kind of rolled it out. And we had the 2 come and see dinners that we set aside for in the fall. So back in May, when we're talking about doing this, we had kind of, this was a real leap on our part. We didn't know if anybody would sign up, 100 people would sign up. My personal private goal was to get 1,000 people into this. But we didn't know if anybody would come. It could have bombed. So we started to talk about it as much as we could, drum up interest, whatever. We took our staff through it. We took our school teachers through it. We took our councils through it, all the different people involved in parish ministries. And then we hosted the 2 come and see dinners. And we had about 250 people or so at each of those. I think, in all honesty, by the time the first dinner happened, which was about 10 days before we actually began the Alpha course, we didn't have any room. So we already had a maximum number of people signed up for what we could accommodate. So people came to the come and see dinners to find out what we were doing, and we had to tell them, we're really glad you're excited, we'll put you on the waiting list. What do you mean the waiting list? We're here, we're at the come and see dinner. Yeah, but a lot of people already signed up. So I think we maybe lost, if we lost 1%, that I would say that'd be high of the 1,000 people who signed up. But anybody who pulled out, we had people on the waiting list who pulled in. We're in the middle of week 9 right now. We just prayed with everybody this week. So we did the retreat a week ago. Extraordinary experience. About 750 people came on the retreat. I would bet 80%, 70 to 80% went to get prayed with. The retreat really made it possible this week for everybody, as we talk about Does God Heal Today, to be more open to being prayed with. I think everybody has said that this week, hands down, was the greatest of the weeks. Just tremendous community is building. I have countless people coming up to me just saying, I can't thank you enough for bringing Alpha here. We're excited for what's coming up next. We got obviously the last week, and then we'll do come and see dinners. And then we have, we're calling Alpha 201 this umbrella program of all the follow-up that we're going to do. So we're going to roll out about 4 or 5 kind of high-level Bible studies, kind of walking through salvation history from Genesis to Revelation quickly. I'm going to do a course on Wednesday nights, kind of the same format that we've been using, meal, talk, discussion, breakout afterwards. We'll talk about kind of serious biblical application of principles to our lives that make practical impact on us. And then we're going to do some real service. So we're excited as all get out by what's happening. We're going to run Alpha as well as we're doing Alpha 201. We've got 4 sessions going on starting in January. And I think Mary and I and another helper of ours is going to come over in May, I think it is, for the meetings at HTB. So on behalf of the Our Lady of Good Counsel parish family, thank you for what you've done. It's borne extraordinary fruit. Please keep us in prayer and know that we're praying for you and thanking God for the gift that you are. God bless.